everybody. Old guy here, and I must apologize for my absence over the last couple of weeks. I was out taking care of family business. So, what is the book today? Well, it is The Death of Grass by John Christopher. Okay, that's who it is. And I got to tell you, what a bleak story. Even bleaker than you normally expect from the Dukes of Apocalypse, which would be John Christopher and John Wyndham. Or is it John Wyndham, John Christopher? I mean, I get these two mixed up all the time, and it's really not hard to do. In fact, let's take a quick quiz here just to see. Which of them wrote The Day of the Triffids? The Kraken Awakens. Pendulum. The Midwich Cuckoos. The Possessors. I'll tell you, if you got 4 out of 5, then you win the Sam Youde Award, which is John Christopher's real name. So what is this about? Well, John and David Custis's father dies, and they are taken by their mother to live with their maternal grandfather on a farm in a rather secluded valley called Blind Gill. Mother and grandfather have not spoken in dozens of years, and it doesn't really say what the quarrel was about, but you get the impression it has to do with Mom's choice of men. And now that he's gone, having spent most of their 12 and 13 years in boarding schools, the boys go wild on the farm. David vows to never leave. John, though, is attracted to the leeks and garlics of London. So, when they are of age, the boys go their separate ways. John to the flesh pots, and David to the stalwart peasant farmer life. 25 years later, the Chung-Li virus shows up in China, attacking the rice crop. Apparently, there is a biological lab in Chung-Li somewhere. There are riots throughout the country, and Hong Kong is besieged by starving masses, but that's over there, in those lesser countries. And what's more, it's the communists, so serves them right. Pip, pip, cheerio. And John simply can't be bothered. David, though, has decided he's going to plant root crops, like potatoes, instead of the more lucrative wheat, because the virus only attacks grasses. Surely, John says, it will never come here, and if it does, good old Western scientists will effect a cure. David says, and stop calling me Shirley. And then he tells John, when things go TU, you bring your family here. So what do you think is going to happen in a John Christopher novel? Sudden and unexpected anarchy as the virus mutates into a form so virulent it's even eating lawn grass. There's no more food, no more crops, can't even feed the animals, but surely it will be all right. And John has that misplaced faith that authority will sort everything out. Until he hears about an incredibly bonkers plan by the British government to eliminate half the population so the other half can survive on food stocks. If there's one thing authority is really good at, It's bonkers plans, so probably best not to hang around in London waiting to see if it's true or not. So John grabs his family and one step ahead of martial law is hurling up the road to Blind Gill. Things don't go well. Without getting into the rather gory details, anything even approximating civilization is gone in about 12 hours, and England becomes downright sub-tribal. You'll be somewhat amazed how casually and with little prompting, John changes into a ruthless, murdering despot with absolutely not a care for anyone else, even the property owners of various houses along the way. Suspect a latent psychopath in the boy. And things don't end well either. But what do you expect? It's John Wyndham. John Christopher. Whatever. Old guy here. See you later.